Hey guys, how's it going on? Shinigami, so I'm here to do a review on Boku no Hero Academia 110. Now guys, I'm so stoked for this chapter. I cannot wait till next week, honestly. Next chapter is gonna be lit with what we saw at the end. So, this chapter was pretty cool. It was a pretty simple chapter, but I did really like the escalation with this chapter, and I really like what Horikoshi is doing. So, there's two stages. We had the first stage, and this is the second and final stage for, the exam to get your hero license, or your provisional hero license. These two stages, at first glance, when I was looking over them, I'm not gonna lie, I knew these stages were gonna be awesome, but I did feel like it was I had a thought that it'd be maybe a little bit lackluster. And that's only because I thought we wouldn't get as much, character interaction, or as much, maybe action scenes as well. Now, I'm a sucker for those action scenes as well, but most times I do love, getting character development. I always have character development over action any day of the week. But I do miss that Boku no Hero greatness of the action coming in with those Detroit smashes, those, Todoroki, bakugou, awesome moves, all that kind of stuff. Especially seeing Inasa. Ever since Inasa got introduced, I've been wanting to see him and Todoroki clash. You guys know me. I've been wanting to see that happen. So, with this chapter, really did make me happy, and it made me so excited because at the end, Horikoshi, he kind of walked down this. He didn't walk down the shonen trope. This is what I loved what Horikoshi done, because if you think about it, in any shonen manga, there's always an exam or like a trial kind of thing, and most times there's always 3 stages, but most times there's always like a villain attack, or it always gets interrupted or like sabotaged halfway through. So with this one, we get a sabotage, but it's from the hero's end, and it's all planned. So it's part of the test. Like, we're getting this villain sabotage part of the test, and that's really awesome. Like, we're going to be seeing Gang Orca coming in, and I'm excited for that. I'll get to that in a second. But I really did like that, because at first, if it was a proper villain attack, that's what I really didn't want. I didn't want like the villain alliance busting in here, coming in, because then I'd be like, hang on, you're stopping them for getting a license. I just wouldn't have liked that, in my opinion. So I really do like this. In effect, we can still get the action, we can still get, that feeling atmosphere, training, we can still get, the training done and the license acquiring completed, all of that kind of stuff, while some people will still get, their fill of action. So I really do like how Horikoshi kind of played on that. Now, Gang Orca. Gang Orca looks like a beast, man. He's in the top 10. He's number 10 ranked, so he's no pushover. He's gonna be crazy. And he was directly under Endeavor and Best Genius. He was one of the ones that did take one of the brunt of, All for One. Oh man, All for One. Anyway, let me not go into that greatness, man. But he was one of the heroes that took one of the brunts of All for One's attack. Actually, well, Best Genius, he pulled them away because Best Genius the MVP. But yes, Gang Orca was one of the ones that confronted All for One. So yeah, this guy's no pushover. He looks awesome. He looks like a straight villain. He was ranked number 3 in the heroes that look the most villainous. Now I'm just thinking, in Class A, who would look the most villainous? Because I know obviously Bakugou would probably get ranked there in the future sometime. But I'm not sure. Tokiyami, Tokiyami, maybe when he's got Dark Shadow, or if they saw him at night time with Dark Shadow, they'll put him straight up to number 1. But either way, Gang Orca looks awesome. I love the character design. I know he's a character from Horikoshi's previous work. I haven't read that, but I really do like that, because it's kind of like Horikoshi is keeping his creation alive in another series. So I think that's pretty cool, in my opinion. Now, we don't really know what Gang Orca's quirk is. I don't know anything of him from the previous work, so if I had to just theorize, I have no clue what it is, but I just want to confront it out here now. Those people with him, I don't think that's clones, because we already do have like a clone type user already, and that's ectoplasm. So I do feel like Gang Orca, I just feel like that's basically, he just has a gang. I feel like he's just got a squad, like, of people. They're all heroes, of course, but like I feel like they'll they'll just call him boss and all that kind of thing. Like it's got that kind of gang, mafia kind of aesthetic, appearance, atmosphere, whatever you may say. But yeah, he doesn't control them. They just have a lot of dedication to him, kind of something like that maybe. Now I have no clue what his quirk is. Since he's kind of like a shark, maybe he's something like a water type quirk. Maybe he's got super strength. I'm not really sure. I just can't wait till we see the action, man. At the last page, who did we see the three faces? Inasa, Todoroki, and Deku. So it's gonna be lit, man. If Bakugou comes in, it's gonna be a wrap. So I really can't wait to see what's gonna happen. Now, we see Inasa a lot in this chapter, and what he does, it just shows you how powerful Inasa actually is. So he comes out there storming, using his gusts of wind. His hero name is Gale. I love that. I think that is just amazing. So he uses his gust of winds to both move the rubble and the people. And he uses individual gusts of winds according to, the size, the weight, all of that kind of thing. So he's being very particular about it, and he's being very sensitive. So at face value, it looks like he's being extremely brash, he's just going in head first. But no, he's extremely smart. And that takes a lot of power for him to, have that much control over his quirk, where he can use multiple individual gusts of winds with different, that's not even a word, speed of wind, force of the wind. So I think that's pretty cool. And it just shows he has a lot of talent. Like, honestly, I look at the future of Boku no Hero, and I'm wondering, like, who's going to be number 1? Who's going to be number 2? Now, you never know. I know I'm going on a massive tangent right now. But, like, you never know. Deku may not be number 1. Like, he may be number 1 at one time, but there are so many characters like Todoroki, like Inasa, these kind of powerhouses, and not just necessarily in strength, but in all aspects, like strategy and everything. Like, it's going to be a tough call to see he's number 1 in the future. But either way, this chapter was really awesome. We found out a bit more about what's the true aim of this exam. It's all about teamwork, honestly. If you're a hero in this kind of setting, rescuing mission, you can't work by yourself. You can't do it. For one, you'll be wasting a lot of your resources, a lot of time, a lot of effort. You need to work with everyone else around you, and we're seeing a lot of the second years quite apt at doing that. So we do see, people from, from the first year, from class 1A, so we see those guys, they are falling short a little bit. That's just in general because they're just first years and they don't have as much experience, as much training in that sort of atmosphere. Now, we do see some people, obviously, like Inasa, he got minus points. Deku, we already know he has minus points. And Bakugou is a top savage. Like, straight away, he comes shouting at them. He's just like, sort yourselves out. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, Bakugou. But the thing is, when you actually read into the dialogue and see, Bakugou in the split second knew that they were low priority. He knew that they weren't actually, like, those rescuees, they weren't acting to, with a lot of pain. Like, they weren't acting to be a civilian who was heavily injured. They probably had only, like, a little bruise or something like that. So even though Bakugou's remarks were a little bit savage, he was doing the right thing. Like, he knew they didn't need to be rescued. So I really did like that, and I love how he got used as a meme. Like, they were like, you got on full Bakugou. So I thought that was pretty funny. Now, yeah, next chapter's gonna be lit, seeing Gang Walker and all those kind of things. I want to see the matchups. Like, I do hope these members, I hope they're not fodder. Like, they may have their own quirks to them, so that would be pretty cool. Because if they do have their own quirks like all the other gang members, I hope they're not just like people who, yeah, you know what I mean. I hope they're not just like stormtroopers. You get what I mean. Like, I hope they're just not stormtroopers just going in. Like, I hope they've got their own quirks. I hope they've got a lot of strength up to them. Well, they must do, because Gang Walker, he is number 10, so obviously his members must be extremely strong as well. So yeah, I do think they will do a lot of trouble, a lot of pain, you could say. Let's just say Class 1A, all the students, they've got their hands full right now. I'm really excited to see Inasa going in. Maybe like Inasa and Todoroki, they go in against Gang Walker. How mad would that be? So guys, please have your thoughts comment below what you thought of this chapter. If you liked anything that I had to say, please drop a like, that'd be greatly appreciated. What did you think of this chapter? I love Stain's impact again that he had on Shishikura, and you can kind of see, if you got in the previous chapter, the way Shishikura was acting was very proudful, and he was basically acting like he was better than everyone else, but he was acting like he was coming from a viewpoint of Stain. If you kind of get my gist or something like that. So, yeah, guys, please tell me for comment below. I'm Sam, and I'll see you next week for that greatness that is Boku no Hero Academia, chapter 101. Peace out, guys. See you later.